Good idea.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm recorded. Am I loud enough?
Yeah, you're good. Hey. All right.
Hello?
We're doing it.
Is this really happening?
It's really happening. As usual, we're waiting for the Jody.
Oh.
Because it's 9:01. And he strolls in. You know, we're on a Jody beat time.
Yeah, we need Jody to bring the energy.
Yeah. Well,
he's the hype man.
He is kind of the hype man.
Usually, kind of in his own way.
Yeah, he's usually yelling at his kids and his dog to be quiet.
Oh yeah, well before the show, but yeah.
You know, the older he gets, the harder it's going to be for him to quiet him down. You know, I don't know how old he is now, but kids never want to go to bed. That's the problem. You have to threaten them with, "Yeah, I'll take your this away," or because you don't beat kids anymore. So you got, "I'll take this away." No, you won't. And then what kids do is you take something away and they badger you and badger you and badger you. You're like, "All right, you little bastard, here, shut up."
You're not supposed to give in. I don't know how you can't just give in, because as you say, what are you supposed to do?
It's brutal. All right, Jody. We didn't do anything yet. We didn't start anything yet.
I was just looking up Dave's nose. You got a book hanging, son.
He does?
Yeah, I want to put my wiener in there. Yeah. I saw the shit went live and I was like, ah.
Well, you know, I got to go, because if you're not live within 5 minutes, you lose everything.
No, I like it. You keep me honest. So thank you. We're on summertime hours now. So the kid is not asleep. The dog is inside. I'm going to try to be cool. I'll just have to mute it if they start yapping.
That's all.
It's good.
Hey, last night on the Boomer Bunker, my daughter came down because she brought me an air purifier. She came down and, you know, it's just a fucking podcast.
Did you tell her that? Did you say it's a podcast? Suck
it's
my
a
dick.
Fucking podcast. I didn't finish the rest of it. All right. You recording there, my friend?
Yep. Are you recording?
Oh yeah, we're recording.
Okay,
everybody's cool. Matter of fact, yeah, this will be fun.
Are we all recording? Yeah, okay.
We're all recording.
I'm the Duke of recording.
All right, let's start this thing. Oh, where's my there it is.
Got him. Your penis. Found it.
Welcome into another episode of Rubberneckers, episode 82. And I have to apologize. I shouldn't really do this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. Got a lot of stuff going on. I've got like 3.
Hold on. I thought you said you would never apologize, Jamingo.
No, that's never's a long time.
It's a brand new John.
It's a brand new John. So I have some episodes ready to go. We have an editor now. Edward, who used to be on the show, is now an editor, and he does a great job, and he turns them around immediately.
Oh.
So.
Well, if he was funny, he would just replace you with fart noises. Is that why you haven't put out an episode yet?
Honestly, I haven't even listened to any of them yet.
I swear to God, I hope every other minute is just when you go to talk, it's just.
I'll just have to fire him. You know me. Hey, dude, I'll just tell you this. No one's ever edited an episode. Exactly. No one has ever edited an episode of my podcast. And for me to trust him to do that, that's big. So he'll do a good job. I know.
I hope he fucks you.
It'll be the last time.
That's right.
Welcome into a new. So trust is important. Good.
Yeah, you have to trust.
Oh yeah.
It hurts when you punch up.
Remember when you didn't trust me, John?
Yeah. honest to God, Dave,
how crazy was that?
It's not crazy at all.
All those years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. I trust you now a little bit.
Okay. Well, that's something.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I was just saying that, I've went off of fast food. Like I'm cold turkey.
Yeah.
You switched to cold turkey? You just eating that by the pound now?
Cold turkey by the fistfuls. Just go to the lunch meat counter, order 5 pounds of cold turkey, a little mayonnaise, a couple of cucumbers, to keep things rolling through the colon.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time. The cooking, the cleaning, it takes a lot of time. So I'm like, holy shit. But I feel better. I'm down 11 pounds in a week. Feel spry.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Try picking up some hot young pussy yet with your newfound fitness?
Wow, I'm up 200 pounds away from hot.
No. Well, we'll get there. You got to eat some more fucking turkey.
You get some more turkey. All right. Speaking of perverts, can I get into my first story? Because I'm excited about this first story.
Speaking of perverts, Dave's here.
Oh, yeah. Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
Daddy Dom.
Dave. Apparently.
Oh, no, okay. I was going to launch into a story about my perversion, but no.
Okay, no. Please, no. I want to hear it. I'm sorry.
No, it's just when Jody was eyeballing my nostrils, it just jogged my memory that in my internet travels, I may have watched a pornography where 2 ladies stuck their tongues down each other's noses.
Oh,
I just never seen that before. It's weird, isn't it?
You look for now?
Not particularly.
Yeah. Now he can't bust anything else.
I can't imagine that would feel great.
I remember doing a story a while ago. It was back in when we were doing Brand X, and it was where Japanese porno. It was a Japanese porno. It was a bukkake, and they shot so much cum on her, she drowned.
That's an old story, John.
It's an old story, but I'm just saying, like, God
wait,
damn,
like all at once or just over time? Because I'm sure that not everybody busts at the same time in a bukkake.
They just kept hammering her, like and they thought it was part of They thought she was acting.
Yeah.
And by the time they got to her, she had stopped. Her heart had stopped. She stopped breathing. She choked to death on cum.
Just waterboarding this broad with semen. That's terrible.
Semen boarding this broad. And
but she died doing what she loved. So
you think so? I don't believe that she died doing what she loved. I think she died doing what paid the bills.
Yeah, I thought John was getting a snack. No,
John's not. John's right here. All right, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is Huntsville. All right, we all know who lives in Huntsville.
Things happened here at the apartment complex in Huntsville.
Julie Egar.
Last 5 months.
Former Rubbernecker.
Victims, women in their early 20s. It's a crack in the case of a thief with very distinct taste. Credited.
So they do all sound gay from Huntsville. That's interesting.
It was always just kind of around the area and stuck out to some of those people down there.
Preying on young women is very violating and concerning. You never know who's watching.
George is accused of going into 3.
It's me. I'm watching.
Stealing the skivvies of young women.
Would you call him a serial underwear thief?
I really don't know. I would definitely call him a burglar. His intent, that means is pretty specific.
Police first arrested George last week. He posted bond.
Hey, I know that guy.
There he is.
You
I always knew me and Bob had things in common.
Already missing Dave.
Got out.
The panty pirate.
Stopped the investigation. When investigators searched his apartment, they found several more pairs of panties.
Some were tied to, some belonged to our victims that we had already spoken with, and there were others that haven't been accounted for.
George got arrested again, now behind bars on a $75,000 bond, facing 2 charges for burglary. Police relieved his behavior didn't escalate, but still looking for more potential victims.
There could very well be more out there that, we haven't uncovered yet.
Police tell us this suspect does not have a prior criminal history, but additional charges are possible. Police are looking to hear from anyone who may be missing underwear.
Shit, I gotta check my drawer.
So here's the thing. They found there's underwear that's unaccounted for. Maybe he's just a good serial killer. Maybe they start finding bodies.
It seems like it'd be a challenge, like to actually sneak into somebody's house instead of panties.
Well, like
and nothing else, like the self-control it would take to not steal dildos or fucking whatever the other things you might find. Just be like, I'm going in for panties, and that's all. But I don't want to get caught. That's some Mission Impossible shit, dude.
Yeah, well, this was at an apartment complex. I thought maybe he worked there, and maybe had a master key where you just go in, see somebody. Oh, she looks cute. I wonder what
you know what? The laundromat. That's the way to go.
There's
you just hang out in the laundromat.
There's
like
ways. Just think about it. Think about it, and
See, I haven't.
Takes one to know one, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't think it. See, I'm not really much of a panty guy. It's never been my thing.
No, neither am I. I mean, when they're on, they're hot. Take them off, still kind of hot. Once they go cold, like literally cold, it's not sexy.
No.
It's just a piece of fabric.
That's just you guys, I guess. It's got the stank on it. I dig it.
You like the stank, but
love stank.
Yeah, but you got to warm up the stank to get it proper.
Yeah, you spit on it, and then put it in the microwave.
How about
how do you guys not know this?
How about an air fryer? Air fryer, 250 for about a minute and a half.
It's not bad. It's like a tuna melt in your house.
All righty.
Look, another perfect example of female privilege. There's a market for female panties. The market for male panties, underpants, whatever you want to call them, zero.
My God, if there was
women are more privileged than men.
If there was a market for male panties based on smell, I'd be a fucking millionaire.
I feel like we talk about panties every time Dave is on, because last time I remember he said the words. The last time he said the word skitty, and it made me laugh because that's some Australian shit.
Yeah,
might have a little pair with a little skitty there in the back, and a fucking out of my chair.
Because there was that lady that had the skitties. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. Thanks for the flashback, Jody.
All right. Well, I want to go to Australia because they've got it going on over there. Australian bar faces backlash for offering free drinks to women based on their bra size.
Where is this in Australia for a start?
Yeah, sure.
I have no idea.
He wants the exact address. Looks like Adelaide.
Adelaide. Does that sound familiar to you? I don't know anything.
It's Adelaide.
That's not how you spell Adelaide, but you're close enough.
So what do I know? Yeah. So it was the bar is Woodshed on Hidley.
Yeah.
So that people were getting pissed. They had to delete the Facebook post, and we have it here. So here it is. Hang your bra in the shed. An A cup, you get a free drink. B cup, 2 free drinks. C cup, 3 free drinks. The bigger, the better.
Why do they stop at C?
Well, I think if you're a D or
you
bigger,
just get free drinks for life.
You get free drinks all night. That's what I think happens.
Damn, Dave, you should go there and see if they give you some free beer. You probably get at least 2 or 3 out of it, huh?
Listen,
I'm probably up to a
why
C
is it
now.
such a big deal? Why?
It's because it's racist against men. Because I want to get free drinks from my titties.
Yeah, but why do you have to? I think this is a great promotion, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do guys? Well, first of all, who buys drinks? Guys, and they're going to buy women drinks. Okay, so you bring in big-breasted women. It's going to bring in the guys. You do this on like a Tuesday or Wednesday night when the bar's dead. The place is going to be hopping and popping.
You're assuming it's like a hot place to go. Like this might be some bar in the middle of Walkabout Creek with like bitches only got one titty because a crocodile bit them off and stuff.
This could be a rolling mobile home with a refrigerator and a wooden table. And if they had big-breasted women, I don't know. I think you guys would go to it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, look, and it's a free market, and if somebody wants to set up with the opposite, the opposite thing, that it's all about the itty bitty titty committee. Well, they're free to do it. I mean, the market decides what kind of titties people want, and the end, right?
Yeah, apparently.
But you can't say that because it's sexist. Okay.
Yeah, apparently the small-breasted women were upset, so they had to go on to Facebook and do the apology tour.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, no, your old co-host signed up, Dave. She was probably pretty pissed, and she was like, "This is bullshit." I wouldn't only get but a half a goddamn beer.
Would she get 1 free drink or 2 free drinks? I think she's only a 1 free drink girl, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think just a shot.
I'm sure they round up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think she's a 2 drink girl.
I wouldn't. I would round down. Prove it.
Okay.
Based on
you're running a business here.
Yeah, based on the feedback from our community, we have canceled the promotion and are workshopping ideas for different promotions that promote fun, safe, and inclusive environments for all. Hey, listen, they didn't say that small-breasted women couldn't go. They just said they didn't get as many drinks as the big-breasted women.
They should start a promotion for dudes, and like if your dick can touch the bottom of the cup, then you get to fill it up for free.
I'm telling you,
there are gonna be some dudes that are
Yes.
gonna use Pilsner glasses, and some people are gonna use like solo cups. I probably would be pretty good in a shot glass, but that would be fun. Just got to make it fair. That's the problem. It's not fair.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, I was going to suggest go on the size of the bulge, because both men and women can have bulges now, as we've discussed in the past. If you've got a tiny bulge, you shouldn't get free drinks.
As a man?
As a man.
Okay.
But if you've got a tiny bulge, you kind of deserve a free drink because you're not getting pussy.
Well,
you might as well get drunk.
It should go the other way, man.
If you got a big fat
drink.
bulge, they should charge you double.
Yeah. If you get a big cock, you got to pay double. If you got like a little tiny cock, you get like free drinks because you got to drown your sorrows.
Yeah. How long do you think that would last, John? We let women come in and drink for whatever, but the dudes that come in, you have to charge them based on their bulges. How long do you think it'll be till they start complaining? I want to go in here. I don't like paying $47 for a goddamn beer.
I'm telling you right now that women don't like huge penises. That about 5 inches is
Speak for
fine,
yourself.
but
Yeah.
thick. I mean, of course,
I disagree. I've seen plenty of video evidence that would suggest otherwise.
There's size queens, and you're talking about
That's a vibe.
porno. You're talking about porno, but if you ask your average chick,
Yeah. Those gals, listen, I'm not going to say that those gals love it, but I'm not also, they don't seem like they hated it very much.
Bob says, ladies' night used to mean something. Now guys in dress want the ladies' night free cover. Yeah, what do you do about that?
I will wear a dress into the bar.
Yeah.
I'm a lady. I'm a gal. Buy me a drink. Slap some dude on his ass.
Nagatha Christie says more than 8 inches hurts. See, told you.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, yeah, I hear you.
It depends how long your vagina is.
How
They're
deep?
all different. How deep?
How deep your
Not how-
vagina is.
Yeah, not how deep is your love. How deep is your vagina? It's
deep
more important.
Your
Well,
vagina.
seriously, I mean, seriously, it's got to be compatible.
All
Like, if your dick's too big for your woman, that's how are you gonna? What are you gonna do? You just got to
Well,
stick the tip in,
the
just the
thing
tip for the rest of your life.
hang on. The thing about the vagina is it's a very
Okay.
robust area, and I think what it does is it conforms to what it needs. Now, listen, if you're so big that you're going to rearrange your kidneys, I don't
Right.
think you ever get used to that. But I'm saying that if you have like a bigger appendage, I think that women would get
Okay.
used to it. Or there's
All right. So John's magical vagina theory. So if you got a micro cock, does the vagina get tighter and smaller just to
God.
accommodate the cock?
I wish it would.
Unfortunately, not.
So
No,
good.
it does not.
Damn it.
If only.
If only.
That's one of my 3 wishes.
Wait a minute. Which was your 3 wishes?
I was just making a joke, John. If I had 3 wishes,
Yeah.
that would probably be one of them.
Yeah, you don't want a bigger cock. You just want your lady's vagina to be smaller to fit.
Yeah. This is
Oh.
kind of the reverse of what I'm doing with clothes now. Like I could lose weight, or it's like they do make 2X, so I'll just buy bigger shirts.
Yeah. Well, see, I think like I remember when the missus was pregnant and the first one, and you're in the room and you say, "Hey doc, can you throw an extra stitch in that?" Because that's the joke. And then the doc goes, "It doesn't matter. It won't make a difference. It's not how that works."
Yeah, I've seen your cock, John. You're not gonna.
You haven't seen my cock.
I was pretending to be the doctor, dude.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
Didn't we share each other's dick pics but then blank them out?
No.
That happened.
No. Devin was very, very fond of his cock. Devin's very proud of his cock.
I've seen Jody's, I've seen Devon's, I've seen Andrew's. Yeah, no, I guess I haven't seen John's.
No one's going to see. No man has ever seen my cock.
Not even a doctor? You should
Not
go
even a
see
doctor.
No, a
Yeah.
doctor
Okay.
has.
Okay.
The doctor has.
That's
You
the
know,
worst,
if you-
though. Putting your dick
you-
out for a doctor.
Yeah,
You're just
again,
like, hey,
I don't
buddy.
know why you want to go out and just parade your cock around.
Because you don't have a big
I mean,
one. If you had a
if
big
it's a-
one, you would
yeah.
go parade your cock around.
If it's a Devon-sized cock, it's impressive.
First of all, there's showers and there's growers, and I've never had.
Okay, who cares?
I've never had a complaint. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, me neither. But I also realized that if I was a little less fat and a little bit longer, then maybe I could, next to my thigh, it wouldn't look so fucking small.
Imagine next to my thigh.
Yeah.
Looks like a tic tac. Oh, all right.
Cocks.
Yeah, it's Happy Pride Month, John.
Happy Pride Month.
Oh yeah, speaking of Pride Month, I started watching a trans YouTube show, and I only made it 5 minutes in when I got horrified. They were talking about if trans women, so that's men to women, biological men, take the right combinations of hormones, they can induce lactation.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't heard of that.
I've heard of dude lactation before, but usually it's ladies and the guys, and you know how that whole shit works.
Right. When you saw a biological female. Yeah. No. I'm talking about guys like us, right?
Uh-huh.
If we take the right combination of hormones and then, pump our titties, that we can somehow magically induce lactation. Now, I think I'm calling bullshit on that. But these two people, who both happen to be trans women, were talking about it like it's matter of fact and everyone knows it, and anyone who disputes it or thinks it's weird is just like a massive bigot.
Doesn't it
And
happen
how
if you
dare
take
they?
steroids, Dave? Like I know you're into wrestling and stuff. Like, aren't there old wrestlers that used to be all juiced and now they're not?
Yeah,
So
you
get
get sultana nuts and
or whatever
bitch
the fuck it's
tits.
called.
Yeah, your tits grow and your testicles shrink. But I haven't heard of spontaneous like male lactation before. Oh no, I have seen it actually. But yeah, it's been more like an ooze.
just a goo.
It's not milk.
Agatha Christie says that John hasn't even seen his own cock yet. So, okay.
She said,
Okay.
John doesn't even see his cock, John.
Right. Same thing. Just trying to.
I
do
see
it.
mine in the mirror sometimes. I tend not to even pay attention to the guy. I know he's there. Give him a tug in the morning when I take a piss.
Yeah. So my question for you is let's say you're going to be raised by a trans woman.
Do I have to be?
As yes, you do have to be, John. You have no choice.
Yeah, your baby Jamingo, it's just your head on a baby's body. And now
So
you're
my
start over.
father's playing dress up as a female. So is what you're saying?
Yeah, you can put
Or
it that
am I-
way. Yeah.
Am I adopted?
No, it's a transparent.
It's a transparent. We don't need to know the details. The question is, would you rather suckle on your mother's boobie, or go with the formula, the supposedly inferior formula?
Formula. Yeah, I'm a formula.
Okay.
Yeah,
But that's like grown Jamingo as a baby, though. A baby probably wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, baby
unless they were like
Jamingo,
4.
I mean, yeah, baby Jamingo wouldn't care, but I'm sure that whatever juice is coming out of a man's boob is not whatever.
Oh,
man-
yeah. I didn't even think about
Well,
that.
but that's what they're saying. They're just getting so much hate on the internet because everybody assumes that there's no way you can possibly get anything close to real breast milk out of a
Okay,
male
hold on.
titty.
Let's turn this around just a scotch.
And that we're just the worst transphobes in the world. Happy Pride Month.
John, you've had 5 kids, right?
Well, 4
4 or 5-ish, whatever.
I have a stepdaughter.
If
but yeah,
you
4.
if you could have at the time,
Mhm.
if your wife was breastfeeding or y'all were doing the formula, but if you would have had the opportunity to breastfeed your kids as an option, do you think you would have taken it? If they'd have been like, hey, John, if you want to help your wife out, you can also breastfeed these
Yeah,
kids.
it's more versatile because women often struggle to produce enough milk.
My wife
right?
didn't. We had to go with formula. So if my
Right.
doctor would have been like, would you like to produce man milk for this baby? I'd be like, I guess. My nipples
I
are really
guess.
sensitive. I probably wouldn't have let him suck on it. I'd have pumped it out. But
So first of all, as
it'd be
a
a cool trick.
as a father, of course, I helped with the feeding of the baby. We used formula.
Okay.
All right, we did
Right.
use formula for the kids. That being said, like, what am I going to do? Milk my own boobs and give it to the kid? I'd be like, no. Dude,
Well, yeah.
so I'm not even going to entertain this for the simple fact that
Why?
now I'll tell you why.
Would
The
you pay
amount
Dave
of
to suck
men-
it out and then spit it
Jesus
into a cup?
Christ.
Sorry.
The amount of mental health issues that are going on over this stupid trans shit is ridiculous. Now we're talking about man titty milk. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man milk.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm just reacting to the culture around me, John.
Yeah.
And
every year you got to go to the doctor. You got to get a mammogram.
And to the point where we're all bigots now. Just if you dispute with any of it, if you go, well, that's a bit weird, bigot.
Is it?
There's a guy on the cover of a magazine, right? And it's a trans male, and he's pregnant. And I'm like, that's a chick. Men can't get
it's a
pregnant.
biological female. Right.
Men can't get pregnant.
Yeah. But whatever. If you separate sex from gender, then it kind of works, kind of not really, but kind of whatever.
Listen, if you want to play man or play woman, fine. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But don't sit there and say you're pregnant and you're. We used to say back in the day, boy, I wish I could get pregnant. I'd make $1 million because men couldn't get pregnant. If you were the first pregnant man, you'd make, you could go out on tour.
Okay. How much did you spend talking about
feel like
that?
it, John. You'd be your ankles would be swollen and you'd be farting all the time. Like it wouldn't be fun to be man pregnant.
Back in the 70s and early 80s, it was a common thing to say.
Okay.
All right, hang on. I got to get to this one. I want to milk a few rats and try to make some putrid cheese. Okay, well, I appreciate that there, Poster.
Go for it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anything could be milked, apparently. So
rat cheese. I don't know if I could go with rat cheese. What's worse, rat cheese or coo cheese? I don't know. I think I would go with coo cheese first over rat cheese. Just saying.
Maybe.
Rat nipples.
Yeah, I don't know. God, now all of a sudden I'm all fucked up.
Just titty milk got him thrown off.
Can you imagine if you
what if I could have breastfeeded my kids? I'd have had
You
to be
just
like, hey, you fuck, you bit me.
No, I
Can you
don't.
imagine you're at the mall and you see like a bearded guy, like looking like you, John, but there's a baby suckling on your tit.
It's Uncle Randy at on a bench, letting a little baby suck on his fucking 6-pack tit.
What do? You just walk by and just shake.
You just walk by. Yep, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poor kid. There's a serial.
Why don't you mind your own business, goddamn?
There's a serial killer in the making. I mean, God, and again, I just the amount of mental illness that's going on, and then people are just like applauding it. It's just I'm done with it. I can't stand Pride Month. It's what the 8th, and we have to go through how many more days of this shit?
Santan Pride Month. What have you done for Pride Month yet? Have you watched any gay porn at all?
I haven't done anything except
John.
watch all
What the
nonsense.
fuck, bro? You're supposed to support the cause. You should at least watch a little gay porn.
I am. Listen,
Weirdo.
I'm a heterosexual male.
I am too.
I don't care what they do. I'm not celebrating it. What? So one sucks a dick, the other one licks a puss, and that's a big deal.
That sounds like a pretty good video.
Is that a big deal? What? So what? You're gay. What are we celebrating here? What?
John, you telling me you refuse to watch one lesbian porn this whole month? That's all you got to do to celebrate Pride Month.
See there? Now it's a wholly different thing.
All right.
Exactly.
I just said gay. He assumed I meant men. That's
of
weird.
course because that's what he thinks of first. That's how it works.
I think of first. I'm just saying that.
Or he just thinks I'm gay. Fuck you, John.
I'm not. Like I said, the parades, the virtual signaling, all the stuff that's going on. It's just ridiculous. Stop it.
And I love gay people. They're great. I don't like the really obnoxious
like
ones and the
people.
tranny people that are uppity about it, but like gay people are fine. It's fun.
They are fine. I really don't care. I wouldn't go to a gay pride parade. So go do your thing. Whatever. I'm not
trying to ride him down the street.
I'm not one of those assholes that stand across the street with a sign, God hates fags. No, I'm not. I'm not that.
Not a member of the whatever Westboro Baptist Church, whatever it's called.
I'm not going to waste money on the fucking sign.
God tasked me to go over there and yell at queers.
Yeah, I mean that church. I mean, a lot of people probably agreed with the anti-gay sentiment, but then they also did the anti-soldier because they would show up at dead soldiers' funerals. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Oh, that takes balls.
And that's probably where they lost most people.
Well, the thing, their church,
holy shit,
they were lawyers. So they were basically baiting you to do something to them, and they'd sue the pants off you. So that's basically what it was, a grift. It was the whole thing was a grift.
It's troll church.
That basically was all troll church.
I like that some gay people bought a house right across the street. That was a story that happened. The Westboro Baptist, like right across the street and a lot over. It was a very gay couple, and I think they painted their house rainbow, like just in front of the whole front of it. They painted a big mural across it. It would stand outside and anti-protest the church. I love that kind of shit. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with, I don't know. I don't care. Protest, do whatever, but just, are we really going to, can't we just get along?
Yeah, but there's some things you have to make a decision on. Do we mutilate children or not?
No,
that's a yes or no.
No, again, 18 years old is far before any kind of hormone treatment at all. I don't care. And they're like, well,
or surgery,
do that, then you should be able to.
Did you guys see that Chris Beck switched back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't even stand that shit. He was like, women are goddamn exhausting. Got tired of myself.
It's ridiculous. All this shit we got to do. I just want to be a man, throw on a pair of trousers and a shirt. Don't fuck with my hair. Don't have to put makeup on.
Just going to a bar and trying to have a beer. Now I get it. That's a 6 foot fucking man with muscles and shit like that. So obviously you're going to turn a few heads, but like just having to punch people in the face when they follow you out to the car because they want to fuck with you, like that's got to be a real pain in the ass. Because if you look like a dude, nobody would have done that.
I mean, there is a possible theory with Mr. Beck, if that's what they're called now.
Yeah, Mr. Beck, I would imagine.
I say Chief. Chief works for me.
Okay, well, maybe Chief just really liked fighting, and what better way?
If you were a Navy SEAL for 20 years, I have to assume even if you don't like fighting, there's a little piece inside you that does enjoy it because you're so good at it. Like if
you're trained to be a fighter, trained to be a fighter, and then you go civilian, and then I can't do that anymore. I mean, it's the Rambo problem. Now Rambo didn't put on a dress, but
Rambino. Rambo?
Maybe if he did, he wouldn't have gone quite as crazy. You just have a bar fight every weekend and you're good.
Like I said, Navy SEALs, what they have to go through just to become a Navy SEAL is ridiculous. And then they become a Navy
should be.
And then they go,
be difficult.
Right. Of course, they're the best of the best. Okay. So they go over and the shit that they see and it fucks up your brain. And then you come back and you get one wacko psychologist that says, well, maybe you're a female. And they're like, you know what? Maybe I do feel
maybe I am.
Maybe that whole thing was for his own good. Like he needed to tune himself down for a few years and just deal with shit a different way. Because if he'd have been a fucking a 20-year SEAL Team 6 veteran just walking around the earth with people at Walmart cutting him off and shit like that, like there's a good chance he could have slaughtered like a dozen people at some point. So he had to deal with the switch when he came out just to adjust his fucking level
look,
down.
if you could switch just by popping on a dress, then that'd be fine. Who would care? It's the long-term effects of hormones and surgery. You can't just reverse that.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right. And then what they want to do is they want to give the kids hormones and puberty blockers before they go through puberty because this way, it won't be as.
I have a hard time talking,
that's a good idea.
I have a hard time with this because, like, I don't know anything about this. I've never read a thing about it, so I don't know any of the actual percentages. I just know the shit I see on Twitter and the news and shit like that. So I have a hard time. Like, the news is always wrong. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what it is, every time they're fucking wrong. So you hear shit like that, the rhetoric, and then you kind of go, "Oh yeah, well it's I don't know. I don't know how many people are doing it either. It could be 3 fucking people for all I know."
Well, that's the thing, Jody. It used to be trans used to be almost exclusively male to female.
Yeah,
and at a rate of something like 1 in 10,000, just almost nobody.
Yeah, we go the other direction.
Now it's the other direction. It's mostly females, mostly tomboys.
Yeah,
the lesbian community up in arms because they see it as, well, no more lesbians. the old dyke lesbians want their young lesbians to play with, but now the young lesbians are like, no, I'm a dude. Like,
yeah,
what?
Well, they're smart at least. That means they're going to close the fucking wage gap.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know what
If
closes the
women
wage
were
gap?
all smart, they would do that shit. They would be like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking dude now. Now give me."
You know
my
what closes the wage gap,
$50
Jody?
Compensation.
Working hard.
Yeah.
That's it.
Competency. Yeah. Being able to do the job right. That's what
I think if you work an extra, on average, 10% of the time, 10% hours extra, you earn 40% more over your lifetime, something like that.
Sure.
And not only
So
that,
it really, really pays off working more time, not slacking off and working less time.
and that's the great lie that men make. Women make 77 cents on the dollar. I mean, that's the great lie. It's all statistics that they use to basically get women up in arms. It's not even true.
I guess I'm a woman because I don't fucking know that either. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Maybe I was making a joke, but maybe I also thought that was a real thing.
I know.
If you want to be a female engineer, you will get scholarships at uni in my country. Presumably, you get the red carpet rolled out for you in the US as well, with all any kind of quotas they might have.
It is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
My little niece
and
got
then-
like a
and then-
36 on her fucking test, and they offered her a scholarship to Harvard.
Right,
Or
and then
not Harvard,
big
what's that,
big
MIT?
companies now are screaming to get females.
Right.
Engineers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and still there are almost zero female engineers,
They don't want to do it.
with the exception of chemical and environmental.
Yeah, they really don't want to do it. It's not something.
Yeah,
that,
so why force people
exactly.
to do something that they really don't want to do?
Yeah, it's
It's
like
so strange.
in the United States they have for the electric company, the linemen, they're
Right.
99.9% men. Why? Women don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I work with all men. You ladies, if you want to drive a truck and throw tires, you can do that.
Yeah,
just
but
have
you
to be able
don't.
to.
So shut up and stay in the kitchen, right? Oh,
When I was-
no,
yeah,
They
sorry,
don't
I've
even
gone
pay me
too,
that.
I've gone
they
too
don't
far
even
the
pay
other
me
way.
that much money to do that. So I can't imagine what you're expecting for whatever the fuck you're trying to get done.
When I was in the elevator business, we had like 4 or 5 women that were in the union, and they couldn't do the work. I mean, yeah, they could
No.
wire. They couldn't hump a generator up and down the steps. They're not pulling a chain block for.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
But why pretend that they can? It's insanity.
Yeah, I mean, if they could, I wouldn't care, but they couldn't. The best thing they could do was sleep with the supervisor. That way, they stayed on the job.
God damn.
One of them used to be that way. That's all she did.
Yeah, that was one of the things I asked ChatGPT is, how common do we know how common it is for women to sleep with their bosses? And of course, ChatGPT wasn't happy with that because I'm asking a controversial question. It wouldn't give me a fucking answer. But we know, we all know it is quite common.
All right, so can we switch that around? How many female bosses are sleeping with their workers?
Some, it's more of a sexual fantasy than a reality, I think.
I don't know. I think it's you know what? I bet
It's not as common. No way.
I would think it would be.
No, John. Men have higher libidos than women. So the end.
Oh, okay. But what if it's not about the libido? What if it's just about
The power.
Yeah, it's about the power, being able to. Yeah, I think that women bosses probably sleep with.
Well, look, John, I've had multiple female bosses, and none have wanted to sleep with me. So there must have been lesbians and frigid
I get
bitches,
that.
right?
What a bunch of cunts.
Right.
Okay, all right, Dave. I'll let you off the hook on that one. All right, since we
So I had another question while we're talking about women. What's all this massive demonization of OnlyFans? Is it because there's just a fear that too many people are doing OnlyFans? Because sex work's not new.
No.
There's nothing new about that.
It's because there's only a few bitches that are making good money, and the rest of them are making like $48 a month.
But that's the
for
same as
showing off their
that's the
vaginas.
same as podcasting. Joe Rogan earns $100 million, and we earn nothing.
It's the exact same thing. It's pusscasting. You're getting in there and you're getting a couple bucks for your Patreon, but at the end of the day, like, you're not gonna be fucking Joe Rogan. They're not gonna pay you that.
Listen,
A small number of women will always be sex workers because as I said, male libido is way higher than female libido.
Word.
There's a differential there, and some men are just perfect Christians or whatever, and they just love to abstain. But a lot of men, they want to get some, so they're going to get it somehow. But I guess you don't want too many women to be sex workers.
So Nagatha Christie has a really good thing. She says, "Bullshit, Dave. I'm near 40 and my libido is ramping." See, this is the cruel joke.
Bullshit.
This is
if okay, that person, I challenge you to a libido off. I challenge you, and I will win.
Beat off? Yeah.
Okay. So here's what the cruel joke is with so men are really horny from 18 to 40.
Okay.
All right. And then women aren't really that horny. But when women get older, they get more horny and guys don't. So what really, it would make more sense that older women would go with younger men. Their sex drives would be about the same. And older men with younger women, because their sex drives would be about the same.
So like you said, that's not happening nearly as much. So I wonder if that's true too.
Uh,
Everything is a goddamn lie, John.
Cursive Butterfly says porn addicts like John love OnlyFans. So, well, here, I'll tell you something. So if I see someone, let's say on TikTok or something, I think they're attractive or whatever.
Right.
And they got
You check it out.
OnlyFans, I go over check the OnlyFans out. If it's
and you go $20, holy fuck. Sorry.
I'll tip strippers $20. I'll go for a month. I'll go in there, look at your content, see your tits and your hoo-ha or whatever.
That's really what it boils down to. It's how much is your dignity worth? Because it used to be you had to go be a stripper for a while. You could go in one time and that's it. Like nobody would ever know. You know, your dad wouldn't find out. With OnlyFans, you're stripping on the internet, so it's forever, and somebody's going to see it that matters.
Yeah, there's
but most don't care. There's so many on OnlyFans that it's only the ones at the top that anyone cares to leak.
Right.
Really?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, most of the time, I bet there's women that are putting their shit out there, not making a lot of money, then somebody finds out, and it's like, oh, my pussy's on the internet. I should probably do something about that. For my children find out.
Nagatha Christie says, "I'll have a libido off with you any day, Dave. Challenge accepted."
Okay, you've got a week. Count how many orgasms you have in a week, and I'll count the same, and I'll win. The end.
So it's actually what it is. It's a jerk off contest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a moderator. Or a referee or
sorry.
here.
Yeah, I know the women are lining up outside my front door.
That's what it is.
So yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's the reality of the situation. But John, so do you get down in the DMs?
No.
On OnlyFans?
No.
I can't imagine you would.
No, I swear. What I do is I just go over and I look and I'm like, okay, I see.
Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay.
Hey Dave, let's practice what John's lines would be. It'd be like, oh hey, was just checking out your fucking tits. Here's $10.
Big fucking titties.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you got some big fucking tits.
Came here to say that.
Yeah.
God bless.
How much would it cost to get about a 5-minute jumping jack video? Hey.
Yeah.
No.
About $100 probably.
You look like one of my daughter's friends.
Oh.
Yeah, that common thing. That always goes down well.
All right. So there's a thing out right now where they say there's a lot of podcasts that are making fun of women and making women look dumb.
Making dumb women look themselves.
I'd be honest with you. What I would say is what it does is it exposes vapid, stupid women is what it is.
Right. And the question is that indicative of all women, or are there a few exceptions of women who aren't vapid and stupid?
Well,
they're the only two options.
So the podcast that they're mainly picking on is the Whatever podcast. Jody,
Whatever podcast, which is a clone of Fresh and Fit, and there's also Just Pearly Things in the UK. They're all the same. There's a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie. I tried to listen to it. It's 5 hours long, and it is the most disjointed. It's like herding cats. It's ridiculous, and it's just these. The guy that runs it is supposed to be a Christian guy, and basically what he's trying to do is
mildly Christian, maybe, but he's not Christian like that co-host that's on the show sometimes, that Chase guy.
I think he quit.
Who I think is a blatant homosexual, but anyway, we'll get to that.
So what he says is what he wants is
flaming
wants a quality woman. In other words, he wants a woman that doesn't have a high body count,
a real woman. Yep. Enough said.
Okay. And what he does is he brings about
and then the other trigger word, John, sorry, is a submissive woman.
Oh, I like those.
Now that makes women go, ah!
So
Shut up. We let you be like this. For 99% of history, you were all submissive. So you should be more thankful.
So I have a couple of, examples of the podcast. I love the clips. The clips are hysterical, but to sit there and watch 5 hours of this is crazy. So here's the right here, Brian.
Is that the blatant homosexual?
No, he's not the blatant.
No.
Oh, okay.
He's probably half.
Yeah. So he's the one that's looking for a quality woman. So here he goes.
You expect men to pay, yet you do sex work.
My issue is I don't give a like I can do sex work and I can expect men to pay. I'm still a human being and I'm allowed to have preferences. Like
Well,
this is so degrading.
It's not degrading.
Why
it's
does it
just,
Your
seem-
problem is that I do sex work and that's not degrading.
I didn't-
like you
I didn't say
clearly
that.
Wait, I just don't get it. Why do you say
I said that.
oh,
Hold on, just a point of clarification. I said that your problem is that you expect men to pay, yet you do sex work. What I'm trying to get at.
That's how the market
is you have
works.
a rather traditional stance on who should pay, yet you are quite non-traditional.
Okay, and my problem is that you expect girls to go have on the first date and you're not even that attractive.
All right. So
Ouch. Yeah,
Hi.
call a woman not attractive. See how well that goes.
let me just say
It's
this.
so ridiculous.
If you take a girl out on the first date and you don't pay, you're a jerk off. You're a scumbag. All right.
There's different cultures, John.
don't
You're making blanket statements based
All right,
on New Jersey
I'm gonna say-
culture.
I'm going to say
There's a whole world out there, dude.
in the United States
Right.
and anywhere else, if you ask a woman out on a date and you ask her to go out with you, you should pick up the tab. And
Nah.
go ahead, argue with me all you want, but you're not going to win because that's what a man does. Okay, that's what a real man does. He
Oh,
takes
shit.
a woman
No.
out and he shows her a good time. He tries to be entertaining, and he pays for the date. Okay,
You know what a real man does, John?
Lactate from his titties.
Lactate from his titties, and a real man reads the room. You suss it out. Some women prefer to be paid for it. Other ones want to go halves.
Oh, okay.
I don't go
Maybe.
halves. I
You-
make them
you
pay
re-
for this shit on the first date. And I say, no,
Okay.
bitch, my presence is my presence.
Well, that's the ultimate reading the room. Yeah, okay.
You guys are just being.
You're paying for Red Lobster tonight, you flappy-titted twat moffo. The fuck out
Now,
of
is my
way.
personal preference that I would pay? Yes.
Yes,
But you read the room. If a woman's going to be all, cunty, if you insist on paying, then probably
okay.
so,
best.
just to let her pay half. It's
All right, so
it's less money for you.
When I was dating, if we went out on a first date, and this has happened a couple of times where the woman says, "Let me pay for half," and I would say, "Listen, I really appreciate your offer, but please, since I asked you to come out, would you be offended if I paid for this?" And usually they just put their pocketbook right back down again.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
so it was a
what
token
if-
gesture then. Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
John.
that's it. But that's it, John. You read the room and
the offer,
fine.
yeah. So what if you had like a sugar mama who legit has more money than you, makes more money than you, and is like, "I like to pay for your lunch." You gonna
First
let her pay?
date? No,
First
not
date?
First date? No, of course not. No, it doesn't even. It has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
woman's ability to
She
pay.
takes it, John. Listen, you're sitting at the table, right? You just had a nice lunch. You just like this lady's actually pretty cool. You're like, what a nice lady. They set the check down and she takes it, snatches the motherfucker up, and hands her card. And she's like, I got it. What are you doing? Are you stopping that waitress? Or are you standing up? Or I assume it's a waitress. It might be a dude. You going like, oh no. That's not the way this fucking shit works.
I mean, what I have done is I get there early and I go in and I give the waitress my credit card. And I
Oh my
say,
God.
yeah, I give the
You're
credit
dinner
card.
raping these bitches? You don't even give them the
No,
option?
I give the woman the credit card.
How
And when
dare
it's
you?
over, they bring the bill out and I just sign it. There's no yeah, because it is what a man does. And the
Yeah.
problem is that men are trying to get out of paying for first dates. And this is why we're having the problem, because that's a bitch move. Don't be a bitch, be a man and pay for the fucking first date, you faggot.
I think you're a
Okay.
food rapist.
So
I
if you
think it's all
look
about
at
consent.
if you look at the comment by Palaratoma,
Real men pay for the first date. However, a blowjob is as a minimum is expected.
Depends on how much it costs. If it's like $20 or less, maybe a handy over the pants. But yeah, if you're dropping dimes, you're at least going to put your mouth somewhere near it.
yeah. So I actually got a question. that whatever podcast. I mean, obviously they focus on the vapid whores,
Right.
for want of a better word. But then, what I find more annoying is the sanctimonious Christians. There was a female on that show who claims to be a virgin, and she is just fun police. She's so fucking boring and judgmental on everybody else.
Well,
so here's my question. Sorry?
Why do you think she's a virgin? Nobody wants to
because she proudly states that she's a virgin.
No, that's not why.
And she's a liar.
That's not why she's a virgin. The reason she's a virgin is because she's an insufferable cunt, and nobody wants to put in enough time to fuck her. That's why she's a virgin.
Okay. So you've answered your question. Okay,
Right.
Segue.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Jody said segue.
Yeah,
I assumed.
I did.
Were we done now? Was we done with that bit?
No, there was a story about an old virgin on our Trello board that I think would be actually fun.
Unfortunately, that didn't make it because that got deleted last week.
Oh.
Because it had been on there so long. And to be honest with you, it was a boring story. I'll tell the story quickly. So there was a crippled woman in Australia. And we've talked about this before. Where you can get,
it would have come in handy now.
I know.
John.
Okay. But it was a boring story because, listen, I did a deep dive in this because she was on a podcast where she told the story. And basically what she said was when she found out about it, she thought about it for a little bit and she said, well, let me check it out. So she went to this site and she looked for handicap. I want to say accessible, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Handicap friendly.
Handicapable.
Handicapable.
Wheelchair accessible prostitutes. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
And basically what
fucktards. That's a good one.
And she's like, oh, I couldn't believe I was shocked on how much they cost. Well, listen, you get that blue pill costs a little bit of money to try to get hard on to be able to do whatever he's got to do to her. So they ended up wheeling her over to his apartment and leaving her in the apartment with this guy. And apparently he had sex with her, so he broke her cherry, but she didn't have an orgasm. And she was disappointed in that. So, I mean, really,
she didn't break her legs. That's what I would have tried to do if I was banging a cripple. I'd tie her into a fucking pretzel, dude.
So, what was the point of the story? That was government funded?
Yeah, it was
through the NDIS.
It's because she was like old. She was old. She was old.
She was like a 40-year-old virgin, and she never. Oh, I'm sorry. The story started where the carer was bathing her. Female was bathing her, and she was also a sex worker previously, and she basically flicked the bean until this woman had an orgasm, and she was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've never had that happen before." I guess
there's a job.
So
handing out door-to-door orgasms, door-to-door gasms.
Yeah. So, as far as I'm concerned with this whatever podcast, it's making money, dude. The super chats over there, like they'll say, listen, we're not even going to, they have a super chat thing where they set the limit at like $150 and it's automatically, they automatically reads it. Like it stops the show.
Text to speech. Yeah.
Text to speech. It stops the show. Damn. And it happens all the time. So these guys are making bank over there on this show.
And it's usually roasting the shit out of the women as well. So
is it in robot voice or does somebody read it actually?
Yeah, it's robot voice. Yeah.
I can't believe these dumb cunts just over the intercom while they're making a point. That's funny.
Yes, you're not a 10. You're maybe a 3. Shut the fuck up and make a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah, and it's all drama.
Get back into the kitchen and take your shoes off.
Last week or last episode, Dave was, and I saw the video for this. I didn't pull it, but one of the ladies had a shirt on, and she lifted her arms up, and the shirt fell down, and her tits popped out, and they had to shut down the YouTube stream because they had to immediately take it down because they were afraid that they were going to get struck for nudity.
She had big fat titties, I think, if I remember right.
She had baby. Dude, she barely had let's put it this way: she went to that bar in Australia. She'd only get one drink free.
She gets a baby cup full.
Yeah, she gets a baby cup full.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, a lot of people are shitting on the podcast as terrible. Yeah, whatever. People like spectacle, and it is seriously impressive getting that number of women on the show twice a week.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever had anything to do with podcasting with women knows that.
Kid's got a point.
I'll just say it. They're fucking hopeless. They're hopeless at consistently showing up.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only chicks that really get into pot. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stop that one.
I'll just say it. It's because it's the truth.
It's sad, lonely whores. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jody, you got to go
They
one
don't
step
even-
further.
Ugly, sad, ugly whores.
No, Jody.
Sorry. Jody. Because they can't get attention anywhere else, and they stick around. Most hot chicks go out and they do other stuff when they start getting podcast attention, and then they don't care anymore. That's what's happened every time in my experience.
But even they burn out faster
do.
than the men on average.
Yeah, they're not built for this.
They're not built for the rigors of podcasting.
Oh,
it's such a difficult thing to do, isn't it?
The strain.
I'm a dying cripple, and yeah, I know I've quit, but I did do it for 6 fucking years.
It takes,
So,
it takes a little bit of
A
time.
cripple man is a better podcaster than the average woman. Yes, I'll say it.
That's not true. It's not true.
Yes, it is.
No.
You think of all the cripples
Yeah.
that have shows
Okay.
versus all the women that have shows.
Okay.
There's more cripples.
Yeah, name a woman funnier than Dave. Go. You got 3
Again,
seconds.
you're
Right.
that doesn't mean they're funny. I'm just saying there's a lot of women out there that are excellent podcasters, and their show might not be funny. It might be something else. It might be informative or whatever, but it doesn't have to be funny. And can I name a woman that has a podcast that's funnier than Dave? Whitney Cummings. There you go. There's one.
Oh,
That should hurt your
God.
feelings, Dave.
That does hurt my feelings.
That hurt my feelings a little
You
bit.
you know how much I hate that bitch.
God damn. He knows how to strike to your core.
All right, let's change it up. Let's get into some happy stuff, if you don't mind. Because
Okay.
all right,
Black people? Have we talked
Nah.
about black people?
we'll do some black people.
Ooh, I had a black people.
Did you?
I just got back from St. Louis. Yeah, I was. I put a video in there that we could watch later. But yeah, I got back from St. Louis after 7 days. Didn't get shot once. That was pretty cool.
Look at you. All right, here we have a young lady. She's getting off the bus. Bus driver's there.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Look out. Whoops.
Oh shit. Oh
It's like
no.
the dog in National Lampoon's Vacation.
Damn.
The poor dog.
Turns out those bulletproof backpacks aren't a great idea, huh?
Don't even notice she's still driving.
Nobody notices.
She's
Like it's not. Yeah, no one. None of the passengers, but the driver. Oh Jesus.
There's somebody
For
in
all
here like a, I don't know.
For
Yeah.
the listeners, there's an 8-year-old
Makes
being
a
drugged
turn.
outside the fucking school bus door.
They're all just singing "The wheels on the bus go round and round."
Kid out the door goes.
Dragging the
splat,
kid.
splat.
Now all of a sudden she sees her.
How much is left of her on the road now? Holy
Why
fuck.
hasn't she stopped yet?
Goddamn backpacks.
Now I'll steal this from Boomer Bob. Now that's what I call a drag show. Hey, happy Pride Month.
All right. So there's a follow up to this.
Is there? Because I would have just left. That would have been my last day. I'd have fucking just made sure that kid was okay, called 911, and walked the fuck away from that one.
What do you think the parents did when they found out their kid got drugged for 1,000 feet by a bus driver? Of course they sued.
At 10 tonight, the JCPS student dragged by a school bus in this video received a.
So as the newscast's going on in the background on a big wide screen, I guess a Ring camera caught this poor kid being drugged down the street by this bus.
God damn it. You know, they posted that on Twitter, and all these newscasters were like, hello, this is Jenny Jones with fucking NBC News Nightly or whatever. Can I pay for this footage? Because you got some bus dragging a kid down the street. Like, you're going to get paid for that one.
Yeah.
$5 million payout. The lawsuit settled several months ago, but the district has been hanging on to the documents, disclosing the amount until now.
WDRB's Breon Martin tonight with the details on a major payout.
It's hard to watch. Allie Rednauer, just 7 years old at the time, dragged by her backpack the length of 3 football fields the bus traveling upwards of 20 miles per hour.
We were asking for around $20 million. It never should have happened.
Bob Bolas, the family's attorney, says Rettenauer has special needs, and she suffered disfiguring, scarring, and nerve damage from the incident and PTSD.
She's lucky
The high
she's
dollar
alive.
settlement is due in part of what CPS investigators found: neglect and severe maltreatment by the JCPS bus driver.
Did you stop?
All right. So before we get into this, first of all, I think these lawyers suck. They were going for 20 million and they can only get 5.
Maybe it's a bad school district.
Look at the video. Look at the video. I mean, how can you only get 5 million for this?
You can't take all the fucking money away. All the kids are going to be stupid as shit in Ohio or where the fuck it is.
At the stop sign on Johnsontown Road when you were dragging Allie with the bus.
Belinda Sanders had received unsatisfactory and marginal grades as a driver for the prior 2 years and was not
no.
Yeah. Okay. So she's
no. This poor lady.
2 years and they can only get 5 million. These lawyers are the fucking worst.
I think the problem was that they hired an old lady driver and her libido was too high. She was just thinking about all the young male cock that she wanted and not paying attention.
I see. I think that libido drops again once they go through menopause, but I'm not sure.
Running a stop sign as she dragged the girl for 45 seconds.
Seems like errors on everyone's part, doesn't it?
It's your opinion as the head guy.
No, don't take that stance.
Reckless on May 15th of 2015.
Yes. 5 other JCPS transportation supervisors said the same thing at trial that led to the major payout of $5 million. $2.7 million is what the family will get immediately and their attorneys. The rest will go into a trust fund for Allie, paid out until 2088.
Consider we
2088.
What?
2088. That's the payments will go out until 2088.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, these lawyers blow. They're the worst fucking lawyers in the world. 2088.
I take my $2 million and sue those lawyers.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
never make her whole again, and she's going to have to live with those physical and mental injuries for the rest of her life. It's not the normal course where you can provide for your client everything they wanted. And when we were able, I think, to do that in this case and do the best we could for Allie.
Breon Martin, WDRB News.
The dragon happened in 2015. The family waited 6 years for this settlement. The district cut the deal right when the case was going to the jury. JCPS and
see, that's where they went through the trial. It was ready to go to the jury, and they're like, "We got to get out of this because they might get 40 million."
I don't like the way the way the lady was like. I guess there was errors on everybody's parts, weren't there? Like
what? The kid? You didn't get out of the door fast enough? Is that what it was?
You're supposed to say, "Listen, I am so sorry. I made a motherfucking mistake. I wasn't high. I wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
I was doing my job, and I just simply made a mistake. That's it." You don't sit there and go like, "Well, it wasn't all the way my fault. She is retarded." Like, that's not a good stance to take when you're on the fucking witness stand.
I've got a real question.
Christ, now I don't like her anymore.
If they didn't have health insurance, who would have paid? Would they have just had to take out massive loans until they get the payout?
No, I'm sure.
No, children's hospitals and Shriners hospitals, Dave. That's our thing here. Like, kids can get shit paid for, typically.
Not only that, but in this situation, the school was paying for all that. They had to pay.
Beforehand is what he's saying. Like, if his if her parents couldn't afford the shit at all, and the school wasn't paying for it, like, who would have covered that? And it's like, we have a lot of like children's hospital things here where they take care of kids. Yeah,
exactly.
So none of that payout would have gone to medical bills, is what you're saying? Maybe some
settlement does go out. I think they did. Once you settle, I think you have to take care of the medical bills.
That's probably part of the deal.
This party, yeah.
Especially when it's on the news, the hospital might go, "Hey,
that is true.
Hey,
shit.
Do you want to give us some of that $2.6 million since it cost $1 million to put the kid back together again?"
Yeah. See, so it's not real. I told you these lawyers suck.
I said, I bet they were poor. They just saw them on TV. This is like Smith and Jones or whatever the fuck. The lawyer, are you been injured in a fucking car accident? Do you need cash now?
Did your bus driver drag you 100 yards and run a stop sign while you were on the side of the bus, hanging off the side of the bus?
If you have a little retarded kid and you're going to be a millionaire, call us up.
Call us up. We'll take care.
We'll take all your fucking money. We'll give the hospital the other half.
I do wonder a lot about competence because, like, we've seen the highest profile legal cases, and even the top lawyers still make mistakes that everyone else points out. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. But they're the top lawyers. Everybody else is worse, and that's lawyers. And it's, the average person isn't smart enough to become a lawyer. So every other profession that's easier than law, they're all even less competent. Yeah. So how right? I mean, I guess I know the answer to this question. Does everyone really deserve to get paid, considering how incompetent most people are? There's some people that are so incompetent, but they still somehow get paid.
Oh, lawyers, you mean? Yeah, of course they get paid.
No. Everybody.
I don't understand your point there.
You've met people in your life that you go, I don't even know how you have a roof over your head right now.
Yeah, you were an elevator repairman.
Stupid.
And you were at the top end of skill, of competence.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was probably.
He's going to give himself
20,
a 9.
I'm going to say I was in the top 20%.
Top 20%. Okay, right. So 80% were worse.
Yeah, of course.
And what about the bottom 20%?
Oh, good God. So
right.
In any kind of business that you're in, when you first start, you start at the bottom, and with a little bit of a little bit of gumption and all, you can jump over the first 80.
But most people don't, John. That's the bullshit. Bullshit American dream myth. Most people don't. It's a pyramid.
But then picking off the top 20% is a lot harder.
Yeah, you got to step on the retards to get to the top here, Dave.
Right.
That's capitalism.
What Jody said. The question is, should the retards be able to afford to eat or not? That's the question.
Well, here's the other thing, because it was union, so I got paid the same as the guy that was at the bottom 10%.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get too many retards together, and then they start talking to these fucking.
And they unionize. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the worst mechanics, as soon as layoffs start, they get laid off. So a lot of them don't work that often.
Yeah,
but they're still there. All right, John.
I've got another short pride story.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know if we talked about it in the past, but I think it's some of the banks in Australia now give people paid gender affirmation time off for gender affirmation surgery. Getting your dick chopped off.
Yeah, you probably want to take a day or two.
Right. There's some companies that if you get your dick chopped off, you get 6 weeks off.
Would they pay you for it? You get 6 weeks paid?
Yes.
God love Australia.
Yeah. Are they going to double check? Are they going to check your receipts, or can you just say that you did?
But exactly.
If it's really small, I could just lie and go, "Look at this thing."
Ah. Yeah, it's a clit now. Yes, but if you're a father, then some of the same companies you only get 4 weeks if you're a new father. What do you think about that?
I mean,
you can have multiple kids, whereas you can only chop your dick off once. So there's that.
Wage gap. We're already talking about this.
I mean, if you're going to have the surgery, I could see them where they would say, okay, we can't fire you for taking off and have your dick cut off, but we're not paying you to have your dick cut off.
No, it's paid. It's paid.
When you come back in, you say, drop your drawers. Let's see your hatchet wound. Let's make sure you actually went through with it. I just don't understand. Whatever.
Okay.
If I'm the owner of a company and I got to pay this guy 8 weeks to go.
Yeah, you're the boss, John. Yep.
Drag the motherfucker behind my truck.
There you go.
Hang on, I'll get it all.
No, you should say drag her behind your bus. There you go.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe that old lady thought that retard kid was gay.
Here, wrap this around your cock, and I'm going to put it on the bumper of my truck. I'll have that cock off in no time. Hang on 1 second.
God hates fags. Burr.
All right. So I don't know. When was it, Jody, they had those riots in St. Louis over Michael Brown? I can't even think of the name of what was the name of the town?
That was Ferguson, Missouri. That's actually really far or close to some of the spot up there where my people stay at. So it's a rough part of town, dude.
Right. So I have a video here. And so after Ferguson, apparently they got their shit together, because now whenever there's a shooting of a black person, they immediately come out with this presentation. And this thing was long, and I cut it down, and it's still kind of long, but I just have to, I'm so impressed with the presentation. So here it is, critical incident briefing from St. Louis County. And there was a black man. He was not shot. I'm just going to say that. He was not shot, but he was taken into custody, and he was injured. Let's just say that.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so here we go.
Hello.
Oh, probably hit him with a baton.
The St. Louis County Police Department's Public Information Office. This critical incident briefing is intended to provide you with information about an assault on a law enforcement officer that occurred on February 21st, 2023.
Holy fuck, that's a great voice.
Boulevard in the city of Jennings, Missouri. As part of our commitment to transparency, we will show you relevant video footage, evidence, and the law enforcement response to this incident.
He kind of looks like a turtle.
All right, so here we go. This is what happens. All right, so
at approximately 2:15 p.m.
Good follow road.
So what we did was we bring the black guy out first. Like we're like, okay, listen.
Yeah, with the amazing voice. Holy shit.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so
better than Morgan Freeman, better than Boomer Bob. Holy
He's like the insurance guy.
I think he could make more money in voiceovers than being a cop, but what do I know?
This is how we handle this kind of business up here in the state of Missouri.
All right, so here comes the fat white guy. Here he comes.
Detectives observed a 2016 Ford Explorer with expired temporary license plates driving recklessly on Halls Ferry Road near the intersection of Jennings Station Road.
So he does a U-turn. Cop does a U-turn, starts coming back
City
after
of
him.
Jennings. Detectives watched the speeding vehicle enter the Halls Ferry Circle, then travel west on Riverview Boulevard. Officers attempted to get behind the vehicle to conduct the traffic stop. However, due to the suspect's manner of driving, they were unable to do so until the vehicle turned northbound on McLaren Drive from Riverview Boulevard.
You know you ain't got no goddamn insurance.
17 p.m., detectives in an unmarked police vehicle activated their emergency lights and siren to attempt a traffic stop.
So far, so good. Okay, everything's going great.
Everything's going great.
So
And
it's just reckless driving and no tags at this point, right?
Right.
Which is
And
no
then-
reason to really cause a stir, but it would get the attention.
Yeah, well, apparently this guy's got to get away because I have a feeling if he got pulled over, he would be cuffed up and going somewhere. He might have had a warrant for his arrest. I don't know.
Yeah, because in many parts of the world, there's debates over whether you engage or not. Well, like if you look at the overall safety, is it better just to
risk if you're going to end up in a goddamn high
just
speed chase?
just to try and catch them at the other end rather than chase them?
All right, so let's get back to the
Seconds after the emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver turned onto Goodfellow Boulevard at a high rate of speed. The suspect vehicle then struck two utility poles.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
While a disabled vehicle was still rolling forward, the suspect exited his car and fled with a pistol in his hand. The suspect ran off.
Now that's never a good sign. But now we have 3 cop cars that are
We just
converging on
know
this.
why he was driving erratically and trying to get away from those police officers.
Yeah. So
the parking lot of 8645 Goodfellow Boulevard. While running, the suspect turned, extended his arm, aimed a pistol, and fired at detectives in an unmarked vehicle with its lights and siren activated. The suspect was then struck by unmarked police vehicles.
Okay.
The suspect was taken into custody and
That's
ultimately
unconventional.
transported by ambulance to an area hospital and
Do
treated
you
for
think they did like
non-life-threatening
some
injuries.
sick ass
All right, now-
like Fast and Furious shit and like power slid into him or something or whacked him?
all right, so you do all your guessing and everything right now. But you what you just did was you talked over a really important part of this, where they say that he was taken to the hospital without life-threatening injuries. Just keep that
Without
in mind.
life.
Without.
I thought I thought-
they're not. Without, not.
So they
life-
didn't shoot him at least. That's good.
I thought we missed the bit where he said that he was naked on the road and they mistook him for a speed bump. Eyo.
Blap, blap.
The obvious racist joke. Got that out of the way.
Suspect, now identified as Tay Wansley Jackson, age 42, the first block of Capitol Hill.
Got a few scrapes on him.
A couple.
Yeah.
In St. Louis, Missouri, was charged with 1 count of assault first degree, 1 count of armed criminal action, 1 count of resisting arrest by fleeing, and 1 count of unlawful possession of a firearm. You're about to hear relevant police radio traffic of the detective's response to the incident just described.
This guy is killing me. They should have left the black guy in.
Yeah, what? Like,
Bill Red Hood, he's got a gun, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. He's turning back to shoot at him. He's turning back to shoot at him. He's got a fire, shot a fire, shot a fire.
All right, I'm going to back that up a little bit. I think you can hear them hit him. Listen.
It was a gunshot.
He's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's turning back to shoot at him. He's turning back to shoot at him. He's shot fire. Shot fire. Shot fire.
You hear that? I think
it was a gunshot.
Yes. Shots fired at police. All police are okay. Suspects down. We need an ambulance.
Now you will see video footage from area security cameras.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh,
I got a Ring doorbell.
Just so you know, this is a 5-camera shoot.
I love how you fucking really got into this, John, because I literally just sent you the Twitter video of this happening, but this whole thing is a marvelous presentation.
Thank you, Jody. I appreciate that. But okay, so now we're going to see the video, and where we're going to see the video take place is where he's coming around the corner and he overshoots the corner and takes down 2 poles.
Just before you launch into that, John, why was the police officer so scared?
Shots fired, Dave.
Shots fired.
Getting shot at.
Okay, hold on, David, and I'll show you why.
Good guys shoot bad guys with guns.
Yeah, you're right.
Brave police officers.
Hey, he brought a gun to a car fight. That sounds like a car fight. Yo.
He brought a gun to a car fight. You ain't lying. Where do you see this?
Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
All right, here we go.
5.
So here he comes. He's coming around the corner.
Went hot.
Oh.
1 pole.
2
poles.
That's where he disabled the vehicle.
He loses the tire,
which triggered me a little bit.
The car's not even stopped, and he's running. Okay, so here, look, here's the second camera. He's out. The car's still running. Now he's running. Now, if you look right now, he's turning with the gun. Look at the size of that gun.
Oh my!
That's a Glock 19 with an extendo clip.
Now, do you understand why he's saying he's got a gun? He's got a gun. Shot fire.
But again, the police officer just need to have bigger guns, right?
Okay.
No matter how big the criminals' guns are.
All right, so this is camera 2. All right, so here they come. All right,
well,
so
the
now
cop seems to be hanging back. Oh wait, that's
around. He's all
right.
Right,
what's a bigger weapon than what we're about to see?
Now he's shooting at the silver unmarked car. So he's shooting at the silver unmarked car right now, and he's turning. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm getting out of here."
Pause
All
it.
right, so off we go. All right, hold on. So you see the car go away. This is
when he was running like fucking Reggie Bush right there, dude. I thought for sure his leg was fixing to break. Like when I saw this video, I go, "Oh, this is gonna be some cat. He's trying to run.
No, I know.
He tripped himself and fucking snapped his leg, and he got subdued or shot. I don't know."
Duchess says, I'm amazed he stayed on his feet. And Bob says, he's a hood ornament. Well,
that dude should should play for Alabama. That was delicious.
If he's going to play for Alabama, he's going to play for the correctional institution of Alabama.
Roll Tide in a wheelchair.
Here we go. Here he comes. Look out.
Holy.
All right, so that's angle. So you saw what just happened, right?
Okay, hold on. This is some Grand Theft Auto shit. He just got 5 stars when he shot at the cop.
Right.
That doesn't even look real. He hit him so hard.
Hey, watch this.
It looked like he was slowing down, but still.
Right.
He cut right. Bonk.
Okay.
Oh
now,
shit! He dropped his gun.
That's
gun. Good.
Okay. Now look where the silver car that got shot at is the second car that's coming into the picture right now. Where does he go? Up on the sidewalk. Why did he go up on the sidewalk?
Oh no! He dropped his gun though. He's on. Oh no!
Oh no! Here we go.
Because he wanted to finish the job off. Right?
So you go back to number 5. Here we go. So he's shooting right now. He's running. Look out! Look out!
You got it. You almost got. You don't got it.
Now
you don't got it.
He runs over him again.
Oh no! Jesus.
The speed bump thing is actually what really worked. Like, I mean, let me back that up.
He should have got naked and smiled, right, Dave?
Like,
or however the rest of your joke went.
Like, I'll tell you what, I'll teach that motherfucker. Shoot at me.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop, bloop, like all 4 tires got him.
I swear to God, if Suge Knight gets out of that car, I'm gonna laugh.
Can you believe that he didn't have life-threatening injuries after that?
I can believe it, John. Do you know why?
Why?
He didn't run over his fucking head.
These magnificent people, they evolved with lions and fucking tigers. Would you rather take on a vehicle which you can easily get out of the way? I mean, he could have easily got out of the way, but anyway, he didn't.
I think he tried.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a
Or
Kia
a
Soul. That looks
line.
like a goddamn Dodge Durango.
Or
He just
a
took
pride of
over that.
fucking lines. And the magnificent people that went through slavery as well. Do you think a couple of cars is going to take him down? Come on, John.
I did. I really did think that a couple cars were going to take him down.
Detectives did locate a Glock Model 44 pistol attributed to
44,
Mr.
excuse
Jackson.
me.
Look
That's
at the
extendo clip. I
size
saw
of
that from across the
Look
fucking
at the
thing.
size of that magazine. I said clip the other day, and I got yelled at.
I
but
don't
it's
give a fuck. It's a
magazine.
clip. It's a 100-round clip. Suck my
The
dick.
size of that thing. So
I love the pissing contest around who's the bigger gun expert. Oh, shut the fuck
No,
up.
I'm just saying. I said clip the other day.
Forensic evidence
Any gun can kill
forensically
somebody. So
identified
shut up.
as having been fired from Mr. Jackson's firearm. No detectives fired shots, and no detectives were injured.
Hey,
in
John,
the
can you hit that back just a scunch?
There you go. Mission accomplished. No officers were injured.
And no shots fired. We didn't shoot.
No shots fired.
Nobody. All right. What did you want to do?
I wanted to see the ammunition in that. That looks like
Oh, hang
hollow.
on.
That's not good,
Yeah,
man.
firearm.
He's out to cause some
No
trouble.
detectives fired shots.
I thought he had some goofy, like pointy tip bullshit in there, but I'm pretty sure those were just hollow.
Ballistic
points.
evidence recovered at the
Still.
scene was forensically identified as having been fired from Mr. Jackson's firearm.
Can't really see.
No detectives
Yeah.
fired shots, and no detectives were injured in this incident.
Really?
North County police detectives involved in this use of force are 38 years of age with 14 years of law enforcement experience and 35 years of age with 12 years of law enforcement experience.
The St. Louis County Police Department will continue to investigate and analyze this incident for as long as it might take. Detectives
Okay.
will continue to interview any new
How many times you got to watch it?
and
John.
and analyze
Hang on.
any new
I
evidence.
mean, sure, you watch it a few hundred times just for entertainment purposes.
God damn. I watched
After
it a
that,
bunch. I watched it like 8 or 9 times when I saw it. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
So
I think
Yeah.
the first cop is probably gonna be okay. The second one's gonna have a little bit of trouble.
he's going to have some
It's
splaining.
like that guy that shot that dude in Texas or whatever, when it's like he fucking shot him a couple times and then he shot him like 4 or 5, 8 more times and then shot him in his head a couple times. Like, you didn't have to give him the last 6, you know? You had him.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just. My thing is the guy that is in the back.
Yep.
He's the guy, the second guy that ran him over and then kept running him over.
Okay. Hey, John, hypothetical. Dave, you weren't here, so I will fill you in with this. John, if you had to pick, you remember the suicide cop video we watched with Fish and Red?
Yes.
If you had to pick, because that guy survived too. He got shot, what, 9 times out of 40?
They shot at him 49 times. He got hit 9 times, 3 in the head.
Would you rather be Mr. Sitting in the truck guy and take fucking all that shit? Or would you rather just let a cop run over you once with the Durango?
I'd rather be the guy that pulled over, run over, or fucking shot. That's what I like.
Officer, I don't want any parts of this. Here's my license and registration. It's up
Exactly.
to date.
I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? All right, we got about 8 minutes. I think we get through this one. What's your feeling on aliens, Dave? Do you think that there are extraterrestrials from other worlds that visit this planet?
no, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I never got into them either, man.
I'm still waiting for the smoking gun evidence. Really, we've talked about incompetence. Everybody's fucking incompetent. It would have been something would have leaked out.
I kind of feel the same way.
Not just like a blob in the fucking sky. Holy shit.
All right, so what we
I
have
need
here
more.
is there's a cop. He's got his body camera on, and as he does, he catches something in the camera, looks like a, I don't know, I'll just
a crackhead. Yeah, that's
Almost
who he's talking
midnight
to.
on May 1st, when a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes
That's
later,
There's like an 8-foot person beside it,
Oh,
and another one
Jesus.
beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
someone called 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
Okay, pause.
It was
You're
Bigfoot.
telling me.
What are you talking about? It wasn't alien.
That's a neighborhood, and you just showed me, John. You showed me a 5-angle presentation of a man getting run over twice by cars, and
Yeah.
not one person got a Ring doorbell camera or a cell phone video of the 8-foot person standing next to the fucking spaceship.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Shut up,
Jody. If I'm sitting there and I hear something and I go to my back door and I look and there's an 8-foot fucking being there with big giant eyes, I'm taking my phone out. I'm immediately taking video of it. I'm not calling I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, later.
The first thing I do,
first I'm getting my gun.
No, first thing I do.
Well, I was about to say, if they're a white alien, then you'd shake their hand. If they're a black alien, well,
the first thing
time to get the gun, right, John?
First thing I do is I immediately shit my pants.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
immediately. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So I shit myself. Then I pull my phone and if I'm not shooting at them with a gun, who knows what the fuck they have?
Wouldn't that be funny if you shoot at the fucking thing with a gun? It just lightsabers.
Just gets stronger. Yeah.
It's so funny. Stops the bullets.
He's just vaporizing it. Right. So then the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking video of like, oh my God, I got to get video of this. I can't believe this. I'm going to take video of this. All right. So there's no video. So what they do is they call the cops. All right. How long do you think the cops take to get there? Well,
I don't know, an hour?
8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star. Then these people
really believes they're going to see an
By
alien.
now, it's more than an hour after that bright light.
More than an hour that now that they get there, it's like, I ain't going there. Fuck
Now they're
that.
talking to all the fucking junkies outside. Look at them. Hey,
Yeah.
one person there looks healthy. Did you see it? Yeah, goddamn right, I saw it.
So, all right, so here we go.
Meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or
they see like a big? That's what they say. They see like a big something with light. What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property.
I call bullshit on that.
Yeah.
Because we see private property all the time on cops'
Jesus
video.
Christ.
So what the fuck did they find in the backyard that they had to black it out? Like, did they find big giant fucking footprints? Or maybe there was a big giant alien shit there smoking on the fucking ground?
Just burning a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Like, what did they find that they can't show?
I think it's all horse shit. What is happening now in the news? I heard Instagram's got a bunch of pedophiles or something. There must be some kind of distraction they're trying to crank up right now.
Yeah. All that in the fires.
They're taking
goddamn
seriously.
aliens.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
Normally discounted as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Did he pull them over to say that? Did those people were just sitting in the goddamn road?
I think he maybe just said, just probably waved to him.
As the drive, they waved him down. Stop in the name of the law. Hey, bitch! Did you see any aliens fly out of the sky? No, officer.
See any
I didn't
crack?
see nothing.
Right.
Stay, whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us. All right, deal with it yourself.
So the cop says, don't call us, deal with it yourself. Like, remember how you said that there's like the top guys and then there's this guy's the bottom guy.
Yeah. He's a union dude.
He's like, I'll be taking my fucking lunch break during that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything with that. So, and basically that's the end of it. I mean, I think there's some more stuff.
It
there.
sucks there wasn't more to it. It looked like a Roman candle, like the ass end of a shooting star. Like it's probably all that was. But it is funny when they go interview all the vagabonds and say, "Hey, did you see them goddamn aliens?"
I think it was a whole bunch of women's panties just coming down from the sky like little parachutes.
So I have another one. This is a TikTok.
Get out of my dreams, Dave.
That'd be someone's fetish, wouldn't it? Imagine that.
I would imagine.
If you're
that.
a panty guy, imagine that. Just the sky filled with panties.
It's raining panties.
It's raining
Sign me
panties.
up, bro.
Are they clean or
no,
Are they
John?
John, shut the
fuck's wrong with you?
up, dude. What are you talking about? Clean
want
panties. That's like fucking. It's like drinking non-alcoholic beer. What are you doing?
All right, so here we go. We got another UFO story. This is up in Alberta, Canada.
Okay, so I'm sure by now most of you have heard of Andrew Dawson, the TikToker who.
Anybody heard of Andrew Dawson?
No.
No, me neither. So I don't know what she's talking about.
I fucked him. Oh.
went viral for his giant captured on top of Jasper National Park in Alberta, Canada video. So this is the video that started it all.
So here's a guy, he's driving down the road, and to his left is this snow-covered mountain ridge. And now he looks, so now I'm going to stop it. So there's a big person, it looks like, standing there. I mean, he's pretty far away from this thing. And whoever that is tall. I mean, 20 foot tall? 10 foot tall? No? Anyone? Am I the only one?
That's pretty fucking big. That's on top of a mountain, dude.
Yeah.
What is it? Person, dude.
It's a tree.
No, seriously. In this video, Andrew Dawson is driving down the road past Jasper National Park in Alberta, Canada. He sees what he believes to be a giant standing on top of Jasper National Park, so he proceeds to take a video of it. Little did Andrew Dawson know, but this video would change his life forever.
All right, so now,
however, on his way up to
he goes back the second day because he thought maybe there's some kind of pole or something up there. So he goes back the second day.
Jasper National Park, Andrew Dawson sees something that he was never expecting. Once he sees it, he pulls over to the side of the road, whips out his camera, and starts recording as quick as he possibly can. There is some sort of craft or UFO hovering directly above the cliff where he saw the giant humanoid being the day before.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, it's not my window. I'll show you. Over here.
All right,
However, when Andrew
hang on. So the reason I'm saying this is there's cars driving up and down this road. You don't think anybody else has saw this thing in the sky? Like, why isn't everybody taking video of this thing? Like, the only guy that sees this?
That's my problem with the whole thing, man. Like, it's always just some bullshit. There would be definitive evidence of Bigfoot, aliens, mermaids, all that fucking shit, dude. I don't believe in none of it.
Okay. So now he goes back the next day, or I think it was the next day or something, and he catches two Black Hawk helicopters towing something out of there.
Were they big Black Hawks?
And arrives back near Jasper National Park. He sees two Black Hawk military helicopters extracting a very large humanoid-like object or being from Jasper National Park. They appear to be extracting the very large humanoid object from the same area of Jasper National Park where Andrew Dawson captured his TikTok video a few days prior.
What the fuck,
But at this point, there's no way this is a coincidence. Go ahead, watch the video for yourself.
So they're extracting something out of here. There's two helicopters. What the fuck?
Like what, yo? Make it make sense.
Now, you look at this thing, it's hanging from the rope. It looks like it's a person, but it's huge.
I don't think that typically that's like the operate. Like, I know in Vin Diesel movies and shit, there's like people hanging from the bottom of helicopters and shit. But I'm pretty sure when you get a thing picked up by a helicopter, you got to get it as close to the helicopter as you can. Like, that's the point. You don't just fly around with shit dangling. Not living shit, and something that could potentially snap off and fucking fly into oncoming traffic.
Well, when I was in Maine years ago, snowshoe hare hunting, it was the same time that was moose season. And a lot of times where people go in there and they'll shoot a moose and they're so big they can't drag them out. So what they'll do is they'll get a helicopter to come in. And I'll tell you what, you're sitting there and you hear a helicopter, you look over and there's a fucking moose hanging about 200 feet underneath of it.
John, if you would have told me just now that is a moose, I would have believed you.
See, it doesn't look like a moose because it's too long. See, I've seen a moose being taken out by a helicopter, and that's not what that looks like. So anyhow, I just thought that was kind of interesting. And again, we're getting all these UFO videos and shit that's going on. Because
there's some other shit going on. You guys look over your shoulder all day. Big Brother's watching you. And
yeah. Let me just take where's my phone at? Let me just take a real quick look at the weather here, because New Jersey is under some kind of smog alert for the.
I thought you were really going to tell me weather, and I was like, oh, I guess the podcast is over. That's cool.
Yeah, well,
it's about that time.
Yeah, so right
Can
now,
we do a traffic check as well? What's the traffic
Dave's
doing in New
Dave
Jersey?
is eating. Tell me how the weather is, John.
I'll wait. So right now, the air quality where I am is at 149. Which is still dangerous. Yesterday, it was almost 400. It was like 380 something.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? There's a bunch of smoke or something, huh?
So all these fires in Canada started all at the same time. And all this smoke is coming down here. And the thing is, it doesn't smell like tree smoke, like a forest fire or anything like that. When I first started smelling it, it smelled like chemicals or plastic burning.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So, and it's so thick. It was so thick that they had to cancel the Phillies game and the New York Yankees game because it was so thick. And you
How thick was it? Kim Kardashian fucking married it. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah. So anyhow, so that's what we're going through here. It's not good. So again, there's all this shit. They're trying to kill us.
Sorry, are you saying they had to cancel sports games?
Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't even watch the fucking
sorry, what
Yankees
sport
play.
was that? Was that baseball?
Baseball.
Oh, okay. I was going to say if it's NFL or basketball, then I mean, we just saw those kind of people can be run over by 2 cars and still survive. I don't think a bit of smog is going to get to them. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
but there's a lot of white people in the stands and they can't handle it.
Well, you guys have
Yes,
masks.
well, put on
And
fucking
neck
masks.
confidence. Yeah.
Finally, a use for masks.
Damn.
Come on.
All right,
You
Dave.
Americans are supposed to be the most resourceful, intelligent people in the world, and it's just like a bit of smog and everything shuts down. What the fuck?
Here, it's a little bit more than a little bit of smog. All right, so look, I have one last question for Dave, and this isn't from me. This is from Harry, your countryman. He says, "Good morning. I listened to your second last episode." Let me get down to the bottom. He says, "Okay, here it is. I'm listening to the latest episode of the Boomer Bunker, and I think maybe you two need to calm down on your social media or something, because both of you have seemed to go way off the reservation in regards to weird conspiracy theories, aliens, crazy people online, spewing insanity, etc."
You brought that over here. You should have saved that for your mama's house, John. God damn it.
Hang on. I see that Man Brain Dave is on Rubberneckers today and would love for him to listen to the latest episode of Boomer Bunker and hear his thoughts. What do you think, Dave? Could you listen to the last episode of Boomer Bunker and give your critique?
Oh, some feedback?
It all look, honestly, it all comes down to how miserable is Bob. If Bob is being a fucking misery guts, I just can't do it. If he's cheery Bob or neutral Bob, then fine. If he's crazy ass Bob listening to his crazy ass friend who's into all this weird shit. And I mean, Bob will say, "Oh, well, some of it's true." Yeah, I mean, maybe 1% of it's true, but 99% of it's total bullshit.
Can I ask you a favor? Go to the latest Boomer Bunker episode and start listening to it, and then let us know when you have to finally eject and shut it off. What time?
No, I mean, bear in mind, I can listen to 4 hours of the whatever podcast, so
I know.
How bad could it be?
I have some tolerance. It's only if it's just too miserable and depressing, then I'll tap out.
I'd love to hear your wrap up of it, because I haven't listened to it yet either.
I'd like to hear your critique, to be quite honest with you.
That's what I meant, critique.
There we go.
Your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thoughts and prayers, Dave.
Great. I've got homework. Thanks, Harry.
Yeah, eat your fucking chicken and listen to the Boomer Bunker.
It's not chicken. It's fried fish. It's
Bob
very
says,
lovely.
"I'm only miserable because you stopped podcasting, Dave." That's what he said.
There you go.
Oh, well, here, now you can be happy.
All right, everybody. That's it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for hopping in, Dave Areno, Daddy Dom.
Thank you.
It's always nice to see your face. And this time we didn't dangle fresh meat in front of you, let you actually
Yeah.
settle in a little bit.
And just one last thing, R.I.P. my fake girlfriend, who I think between the missiles being fired at Ukraine and the floods in Ukraine, she's kind of disappeared. So I think something might have got her.
Oh, you have Ukrainian cam girl?
Yeah,
who's
had, I think.
Damn, Dave. I'm sorry for your loss.
So just another reason for me to hate the Russians, which I already did for some reason, but I could never work out why. But yeah, now I've got a good reason.
There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. All the links are in the show notes. You know what to do, and we'll be back next week.
Bye, guys.